So, first of all, how you guys doing? Benformation here. So I recently just watched The Incredibles 2. Let me just turn the fan on. Off, I mean. Great movie. Loved it. I really enjoyed watching it. But, I mean, like I said to all my friends, and my family, it's not as good as the first one. I don't think any Incredibles, even if there's an Incredibles 3, can top the first one. Because the first one was gold. It was genius. The second one, it was alright. There was some parts in the movies where I just didn't understand. That I just thought were a little, I did not expect that, what's her name, Alina? That girl to be the screenslaver. That was pretty good. Don't worry, there is going to be spoilers in this video, and I'm going to put that in the title. So if you do watch this, then don't come at me with hate, because I did warn you guys. It's in the title. It says spoilers. That was a good plot twist. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good plot twist. Not as big as when Syndrome was actually the one behind the whole machines thing, because that was genius. Incredibles 1, I would go watch it before you watch Incredibles 2, because it does explain a lot of the storyline that leads up to the Incredibles 2. I loved the chemistry. I really do. I loved the chemistry between the family. It really shows a lot, because there wasn't that much chemistry in the first movie. I mean, we were just in the eyes of Bob in the first movie. I mean, the only time we actually saw any real chemistry was, near the end of the movie, where they actually were fighting as a family. I mean, all the other parts, they were just like, cut out. And maybe a bit of chemistry at the start of the movie when they were talking about, soups, but that was more of an argument more than chemistry. But yeah, I do love the chemistry in the second movie. It really shows how I'm not sure if it's the right word to say. They weren't really, they didn't know what to do at first, because they moved into another house again. And I know they were a bit dysfunctional for a little bit, a bit dysfunctional. But then they managed to work out their problems, and it was really sweet. It was really sweet how Bob apologized to Violet. I love that. You know what I've noticed? Violet does not have blonde hair or brown hair, because when you have parents that have blonde and brown hair, you would expect to at least get one of them or mixed in between. But no, I mean, she has black hair. I mean, either she's dyed it, or there's obviously a theory that needs to be made for another video. But this is not a theory video, so let's just get right into this. I loved the plot line about it, because it was sort of like, the good guys are getting controlled. What's controlled? See, I always mess up my words. The good guys getting controlled, and it was actually, I actually really enjoyed, the parts where we got to see Dash, Violet, and Jack, show off their powers for a little bit, because legit in the first movie, they barely had any screen time with their powers, like legit. But I mean, other than the times when they were showing them off, like when Dash was showing them off in the race. But I really did enjoy that part, because we actually got to see, all the Incredibles do their business. And I really appreciate how this movie is evolved around Helen, because I feel like the first movie was all about Bob, how he became a superhero. I love that it's evolved around Elastigirl, because it's kind of like the first movie. Like I said, we only saw her very little get to show off her powers. Hopefully next movie we get to see a bit more Frozone, because I really want to see a movie that's dedicated to Frozone. I mean, even if it's not like, called The Incredibles 3, just call it like, Frozone. Just call it Frozone or something, you know? I just want to see a movie about Frozone. But if they do make it Incredibles 3, I definitely want to see, you know, Jack becoming like, you know, getting a bit older, you know, now a toddler maybe, you know, now they know of his powers, he's actually starting to get used to them. Another fun fact is that, you know, he doesn't actually have all those powers because he's so young. It's actually still trying to figure out what powers he has, so he's going through all these different powers, so he might not have all those powers when he gets older, like to Dash's age or something. What else? I love the what's his name? I forgot. Devon. Nah, it's not Devon. I think it's Devon. Yeah, Devon. That's it. I really like that guy because he's kind of like a lawyer for superheroes, a businessman. I like the part where, you know, they're in the plane and he's just like, nah, I ain't getting involved in all this that you're in. So I mean, that was good because not all bad guys can just be turned into bad guys, because let's be honest, if he actually would have stayed in that plane, he probably would have gone to jail. So that was a good decision, I thought. A good decision. Overall, I really thought it was a good movie. You know, all the superheroes getting controlled. My favourite scene has got to be, you know, the Pizza Boy screenslaver. You know, when Helen went into that little warehouse. I'm not gonna lie, I wish that they had kept the screenslaver suit. They kind of changed the voice from the trailer. You know, in the trailer his voice was a bit deeper, like, screenslaver. I really wish that, you know, I actually thought that Devon was gonna be the screenslaver. But I really, even if, you know, Ellen was the screenslaver, I still wish they would have kept the screenslaver suit, because that was a pretty good suit. You know, it actually, you know, was kind of cool. Yeah, because I kind of like that screenslaver more than I like, you know, the Pizza Boy, the one that didn't even know what he was doing, more than the actual screenslaver. So yeah, that's probably just my opinion though. The actress who played as her did a great performance. Either way, she plays a good bad guy. Overall, I give the movie you know, the first movie, 10 out of 10. Not even a judge. 10 out of 10. I might make a video about a review on The Incredibles 1, but I have to watch it again because I haven't watched it in ages. But overall, Incredibles 2, give it about at least a 7 or 8 out of 10. You know, like I said, because it wasn't the greatest movie ever. It wasn't that incredible. No pun intended. I'm just joking. There was a pun made for that. But you know, I'm just saying it could have been better. It could have been way better. They could have done a lot more with it. The start of the movie with the Underminer, I love that part because, you know, I'm not sure really. I don't know if we should have the Underminer as the main villain for The Incredibles 3. Because he seems like one of those villains that will just be like on the side. But you never know. You never know. He does have a lot of villain potential. So yeah. If there's anything I didn't cover in this review, this is just all the stuff I remember from the theaters. So if you guys wanna, you know, ask me questions in the comments below, you know, maybe stuff I missed out, and please don't forget to comment down below, leave a like, and please subscribe. This is my first, you know, review video, so it'll be going on my Benformation channel, because Big Ben Voices is mainly dedicated to voices, not really, you know, vlogging or anything like that. Benformation is just my main channel, but please subscribe to both of them if you know, would like to, and peace.